Okay, so I've had this SJ4000 GoPro wannabe now for 10 months. I've never been really thrilled with how long the battery lasts, but it's now gotten down to fully charged. It'll do 5 minutes of video and that's it. So that battery's toast. But I found on Amazon this wonderful thing, which is a proper charger, and I could do this one-handed here. Two batteries, and I believe it was $10 out the door for this whole setup. So we'll see how long these batteries last fully charged, but hopefully soon it'll work. The other problem I've had is with these deals that hold all the stuff together. This metal rod keeps poking out, so I've wound up having to epoxy them in there so that they don't move around. And some of them, like this one, I've used JB Weld just because I ran out of epoxy. So the other thing is I'm missing a number of my adapters, and I don't know what happened to them. It's crazy, but they just seem to disappear. I'll find them eventually. But so for 12 bucks, I got this on Amazon. This is on one of their oh, look what's on sale deal emails, you know. So it has this, which is you put the camera on this end and you hold on to it, and it's like a selfie stick, but for water, right? So if it's in the water, it just floats, and if it's out of water, it's just a really grippy selfie thing. I'll never use that. Little pouch to carry all this stuff in. Strap. Some more adapters, which I needed desperately. So now I can maybe get this on my helmet, since I'm going to have it for a while. Another selfie stick, kind of a waste, I won't use that. But a suction cup mount, that'd be good for the tank. Another bag of assorted mounts, so again, something I needed, that. And then this for your head, it has a mount that you can, you know, so this, you wear this like a hat, and it's got a mount for the camera that you wear on your head. And this one, which you can wear on your chest. So you can have the camera mounted on your chest, you know. So these are for GoPro, but they say they work for the SJ4000, so we'll see. I think playing around with these, I ought to get finally some decent angles. And on eBay, I got this, because I was the only bidder, and I got it dirt cheap. It's a Zoom H1, so it's not great. But boy, it's got a lot of buttons on it, so I'm going to have to play around with it. I downloaded the manual, so we'll see how it goes. But the sound quality ought to be really good. And up till now, I've been using my phone, but it's horrible for audio. So I'm hoping this will work better. And since I've had this lapel mic forever, I'm going to use this in my helmet, this in the pouch under my seat, and obviously there's plenty of cable. So I actually could talk, and if I can get this thing mounted on my helmet, it might actually be something of a vlog. I started doing this about 5 years ago with this camera, which now doesn't work because it was on the handlebar so often and vibrating, and it just doesn't work. My first YouTube account, I deleted because I got tired of it, and then I created this one, so that's why there's only a few videos. And the other thing, our deck lights went out. I'll do a little video of what they look like now, but they were just basically a string of Christmas lights, right? So I replaced it with this, because these were on sale on Amazon for 11 bucks a piece. So I got 3 of them. This one's spoken for. I still haven't got this up yet, but it's going to go up later. But I'll show you what I do have up, and it's really nice. But the cool thing is, I have this much extra left over from the other spool. So what can you do with this? Well, it's waterproof. It's got like a plastic coating, a gel coat. It's waterproof, and it has this sticky back tape. Well, if I take it over here, I found one of these plugs for a travel mug for your car. So I've got some accessory ports here like you would have in a car. and turn those on so you can see the light just went on. And if I plug this in, look at that. So what am I thinking? I don't know, but I'm thinking, and I might try this just to see how it looks under the tank. Just kind of light up the motor. This works really better for like sport bikes, new sport bikes, or new cruisers. So I'm not sure I'll keep it there, but I am going to try it. And I've got enough to go on this side and on the other side. And I'll hook them up to a separate switch. And we'll see how that works. But that's a project for this weekend. I'm not going to do much riding over the next week, for the next 5 days at least, because apparently it's going to be hot and humid, and it's been for the last 3 days. So much so, I can't even get out in the stuff. It's just horrible. So it'll be a while. In the meantime, I'm going to start charging these 2 batteries, and then later, maybe tomorrow, I'll upload a video of just the audio between the difference between this and what my phone is. Just like revving the bike, just so you can hear the difference between the two. I think this will make a big difference, at least I'm hoping so. Got a little micro SD card right there, so getting it off of here is easy. And I'll do it with I'll probably just use the outside mics. But so anyway, so between all of this, for, next to nothing really, $10 for the one, $12 for the other, and then this, I ought to be able to come up with something, don't you think? Anyway, that's all. Talk to you later.